Ah, the music is real this morning. This is Winnie Wriggle. Welcome back to Vintage Story. We're gonna hop right in where we were. I spent maybe one night's worth of stuff just making some tweaks around the blaze pace. It's, you know. Happy Saturday, everyone. I hope everyone is having a wonderful weekend. Yes, and someday we'll start, and there we are. The cozy vibes are back. Oh, now, when I left, I was sitting in front of the fire. Right? Still at the same time. It's May 7th. I looked at my settings, and we are on 12-day months, which I think will work great for streaming. Wow, it's super dark out there. Our one little torch. I mean, you can kind of see the landscape a little bit. Do we have a new moon? Is that the deal? Might be. Okay, so the thing that I did, you might notice I now have a storage vessel in addition to our baskets. And if we break this piece of wood here, I have two of these down in our basement to keep our food fresh. So now you can see that our fish that I've put in here is fresh for 3 days. The grain, though, is fresh for 6 years. And most of our veggies and mushrooms are good for like 3 or 4 months. So all of our food will go down there, which is nice. As soon as the sun comes up or we take a nap, I have a bunch of things on our list today. One is to talk really quick about one of the mods that I have in here, which is called early chiseling. And that lets us chisel with a flint chisel early on. I believe they burn up really quickly, but like I want to add, if I wanted to add stairs or something, because we can't make stairs yet because we don't have lumber. I mean, we can make cobblestone stairs, but we couldn't normally chisel blocks until we had metal. So if I do like so, and then I'm just going to let our little napster do the chiseling this morning. I haven't had any tea. It's still steeping. So we get flint chisels with a durability of 200, which is great. Now, I don't know how we're supposed to have a hammer in our offhand to do that. So I wanted to look up if I put this in here and go flint chisel from early chiseling, and then we go back and say early chiseling. Okay, wooden hammer. There we go. So an axe, a log, and a stick gives us a very low durability hammer. That's amazing. I don't know if do we have any maple log. Give me one of those. So we have a axe, a log, and a stick, and ta-da, we have a wooden hammer. That's so cool. Okay, so that means we can do cool stuff like this. You right-click a block with a chisel in your hand, it becomes a chiseled block. And then if we have F, we can knock out little pieces, and so suddenly we have some beautiful stairs we can go up and down. And even though it's dirt blocks, like, it's the little touches, right? The other change I made around the house is I left our patterned rammed earth around the bottom and changed it to plain around the top so that we had a little bit of contrast. Just a simple change, but one that I think for our purposes is good because it gives us just a little bit of contrast, more like a house, less like a block of dirt, right? Okay, so I'm going to make a tool rack now that we have tools we care about. That's just some sticks in a row. And we will stick you guys here so that you don't take up inventory space. Boom. Okay, other thing on my list is we're going to work on the basement, but I want to show you what I found under the house. And I want to go loot that teleporter cave we found. So let's actually do that first. The translocator, which was over here. I love that the sun is up so early. I think there's cool things underneath this ruin too that we need to pop into, but let's do the teleporter first. Am I going the right way? Yes. Good job. So I think we just stuck our nose in a cave and there were prizes. Oh, that's lead. Excellent. Good for windows. Okay, where... If this is where it is... There it is. I was like, where's our entrance? Our entrance to the cave. Dun, dun. Down we go. It's also really nice. I'm going to take some of this chert. That's the other thing I was going to show you is that we have chert. Okay, and I thought I marked, yes, the hole with some... And chert is beautiful. It actually goes really well with sandstone, so this might be... And granite, like it goes beautifully with granite. That might be our building palette, so we don't have to go far. Nice. Okay. Were there other things I wanted to get out of here? Did we get everything? I thought there was like plaster in one of these or something. Okay, well, I won't say no. Yeah, plaster, a copper crown. There were so many chests. Oh yeah, the storage master's blueprint. So this thing lets us build all these decorative things, but most important, can we use the coffins? We have to make our own. We might have to make our own. But we make cool things like the metal tanks and the little crates of stuff. I mean, they're all, this is a clutter blueprint, basically. But the aged crates is pretty cool. Like, I'd have to get we'll have to have aged boards and logs, but that's not hard to do. I don't think we need any of this other stuff. Metal barrel we might come back and get for decorations, because they're cool, and there's 3 of them in here. There are 3 of them in here. The shelves are awesome, but they're not usable. Well, so they'd be decoration only, I think. Okay, we got that. I feel like there was something else we were going to loot, but maybe I'm wrong. We could just take a peek down here while we're here. Very large hole. Back up this way is nothing. Oh, more lead, which I'm sure we'll run into. But let me mark it and say lead. It's good for Windows, although I do have a mod in here called Ape Windows, which just allows you to make windows without requiring lead. Okay, you're a dead end. You just circle back around into here. Okay, so it's a giant circle up there. And then this goes, we'll hop down there when we have a pickaxe. And then some great quartz. We'll prospect this and see if we've got gold or silver in here. Oh, and there's more lead. Nice. And then that just goes back up to the surface. Okay then. Got some more chert blocks, which I'm excited about. I don't know how I managed to not make a staircase out of here. There we go. Let me out into the world. Ta-da! Alrighty. One quick adjustment over here so I can see. I'm finding myself leaning around my microphone. There we go. To see the map. We'll just tweak that a little. Okay, we did that. Looted the teleporter. Oh, the thing I forgot that's probably the most important. We're gonna run around and grab copper today. We might, if I could open the map, we might just run back over here to the sandy place because it's so much easier to see it. I'm just gonna grab as much as I can. There's some flax we missed. But the other thing we're gonna do today is make a crucible because I forgot. Oh, this is the other place we hadn't dove into to see what was under here. I knew there was another ruin somewhere. So this is bony soil. We want that for sure. We'll sift it. Can I just bonk you? You can pick up all of the cobblestone from the ruins. Not all of it drops as cobble, like the chiseled shapes drop as sandstone. Oh, look, another torch holder. Nice, 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 nice. Anything else? Another metal barrel. Some ruined bed and an empty chest, apparently. Thanks, game. And I do not want your cobwebs. Thanks. We might... Like the aged stone ashlar blocks would be good kitchen floor. I love those. They're beautiful. Lost my house. There it is. Oh. Got some good vintage story music. Out exploring away from our base. I see mushrooms. Let's get... Can I get you? Wow, it's like a smorgasbord. Gimme, gimme. Mushroom stew for us until our crops come in. Yeah, there we go. I mean, it made pretty good food. And they'll be back if this is a mushroom spawn. Probably not the same location. Cozy Saturday morning, harvesting mushrooms in my fields. And let's... Can I reach that? No, I'm gonna need to be in first person. There we go. Some more flint. And was there another piece over here? No, but there's a mushroom. Look at them all. It's like a field full of mushrooms. Beautiful. Anybody else? Bueller? Wow. Okay, that's probably the most I've ever seen that are not in a forest. Oh. That looks suspiciously meteor-like. Oh my god. Well, we lucked out. We're not going to starve to death, that's for sure. It's the luck of the spawn, right? Like some spawns or some places you can choose can be very foodless. How are our berries? 7 to 9 days. Oh, the garden just tipped over to version 2. Growth stage 2 for much of it, including the flax. Let's give it a little sprinkle. Oh, you know what? Okay, we'll do this in just a second. Let's make our crucible and get it firing. Oh, I also, while we're out and about, this is our local cave, right? Right underneath. So I added some wood so I would know. And I was mostly excited about the fact that we have chert under us. I don't know how I didn't notice that in the other cave. However, there's also, it's cool down here. There's like an underground water. Look at this. Black coal. I don't know if you know, and fire clay. Like, I couldn't have planned that any better. We desperately need, so the black coal is lifesaver because it burns at 1200 degrees, which is great. We can make iron, I think, and steel with it. But mostly just free coal. So good. And the fire clay saves us having to make it. There should be a whole, yeah, there's a whole deposit under here. And we'll leave it for now, because we know it's here. Fire clay and coal. And there was something else down here. Like maybe lead or something? Yeah, more lead. And borax. Unbelievable. I don't know that. So this powdered borax lets us make all kinds of stuff. It's for smithing. I don't know why we need it. There we go. Diluted borax, but what is that? Oh, for leather making. So it's a replacement for lime for making leather. And we just have it naturally occurring under our base, and then a huge lead deposit, which is cool. I'm going up here. Nothing. Okay. Anyway, so our caves are rich in resources, which is amazing. And the chert is beautiful. And I really think we're going to build in chert as our main, maybe chert and plaster. Don't know. It's too pretty not to build with. We might have to go adventure south to get some redwood and stuff to go with it. Hi, fishies. How are y'all doing this morning? Okay, let's nap a crucible after I put our mushrooms away, which are now good for 58 days. Crazy talk. 59 days. Okay, give me that. Dun, dun. Someday we'll be able to put a trapdoor there. Okay, I've just been kind of willy-nilly putting stuff away. Let's see. Are the crucibles cooked? Sorry, not crucibles. I made 3 more storage vessels. So they'll be ready in a little bit. For now, I'm just going to stick y'all in here. Like so. And maybe we can stick you on a wall. And you on the floor. That's good. And I don't have any empty... I do have an empty crate. You can hold the plaster. And there's all the rammed earth I use. I'm going to turn it back into plain so it stacks. And our little tool will stack on the ground. And the crown will stack on the ground. And whatever you are. You're a thing so we can play. If we ever find one, a record player. I can't remember what it's called. Okay, and we got, there's also slate here, which is amazing. I love the stack everything mod. And let's have some breakfast while we're sitting here with our rye porridge with mashed turnip and carrot. So good. Okay, clay. And we need to make some crucibles. And I'm going to go ahead and just make 4. because we might as well. Normally we do our clay making at night to while away the hours. That was wrong. There we go. But this is, we can't do. Good morning, koala. How are you this morning, lady? Happy Saturday night to you. You feeling okay? Better? Anything? I'm glad you were streaming with us last night. Okay, we can do. I'm not awake yet today. There we go. Let's grab some peat to put in there. I have also made a spreadsheet, well, a Google Doc with all the mods that are in here. I will add it to the description after we finish today. Your headset is dying? Oh no. Oh, but you're going to get a new one tomorrow. Oh, that's good. Sometimes picking up new electronics is fun. Okay. I would like... So we got a hot minute before that is ready. We need to go get some copper. So we are going to run off. We can make a... You know what? I'm going to leave my cattails here, but make a basket to put on my back. Do I have a basket on my back? I might have a basket on my... I already have a basket on my back. There's not anything in it, is there? No. Okay. See, I was prepared. Okay, well, little basket, you can live up there for a minute. Perfect. So we're going to... back to copper. I brought food with us. One meal. Should get us through. And the question is... Oh, it's just not that far. Let's just run over there. I was like, should we boat? Should we take the raft? I think once we have a cool, fancy sailboat, we'll take it everywhere. But for our purposes, I'm also on the lookout for more... Maybe on the lookout for more veggies. We've marked that copper. What are you? Slate stones. And I'm going to be greedy, like the copper over. Well, we might, I'll probably still mark everything, even though it'll make for a cluttered map. Whee! Lots of peat. Oh, Winnie, correct your direction, lady. There we go. Anything interesting? Oh, berries. We'll take some to go. Little snack on the road. Is it a raccoon? I don't think we've seen one yet. Hey, buddy. What's up? And chickens! I hear y'all. Okay. Map check. Yes. Headed in the right direction. More flint. Always with the flint until we get tools. Okay, there's some copper. I find more chickens. Chickens. I do find it to be the case that when you find a ton of surface copper, like a group of a lot, that the node of surface copper underneath is usually pretty good. And I don't know, do we want to get some sandstone? See, like here, this is like 5 pieces. I'm going to mark it and pick up all of these. And that's just what we're going to do for the next little while. Mark it and pick up all the copper pieces. Wow, there's so much here. We might come do our main copper mining over here. I just find these areas to be kind of flush with it. It's probably just because it's so much easier to see. But we're just going to fill our pockets. Look at these. Don't get in there. It's hot. It'll kill you. Boiling pools. Sulfur pools. What's that? That's flint. Look how pretty this gravel is. Sludgy gravel. All the flint. So much flint. Oh, here, look at this. That's okay. I'm going to mark that and then I'm going to write down huge copper. And we'll pick up all but one piece. I always leave one because otherwise I don't know where to dig. And it makes me crazy. We'll put that one there too. Look at that, 78 copper just running around for 5 minutes. Also, I do have the copper turned up to 1,000. Chippy! What's up, girl? Good morning. Happy Saturday. You've been here from the beginning, but trying to chat keeps you too. Oh, okay. Lurking is good. I'll know you're here. I'm happy to have you, girl. Happy Saturday. How's your leg doing? I hope it's doing good. Here, I'll try not to make you talk. I hope it's doing okay. There's more. And more flint, because we can. Even more flint. We should probably get some pine while we're here, too. Oh, and resin every time we see it. Just snag some of that. That's good and good. There are a lot of sulfur pools here. And a metric ton of copper. Oh my god. We're going to make an anvil before I even get into a copper mine. I'm not complaining. They are my settings, after all. Yeah, we can just come back and run through here, and you know what? If I would put the flint next to the copper, it'd be faster. I do have the mod that lets you see resin on all sides of the pine trees. More copper. This is good. I think our copper nuggets will stack to 256 because of our settings. Ooh, there's some goats. It's not what I started to say. Oh, Sleepy Bear. What's up, buddy? You're very shaggy. You're a black, are you a black bear or brown? I think you're a grizzly. He's very tired. We probably should not poke him right now. Yeah, we'll leave him be for the moment. because he would very easily eat our face. And that is not what we want to happen today on our adventure. This is kind of a cool area. Look at the terrain gen. All these nifty valleys, hills and valleys. Like little rock outcroppings. Well, we know where to come for sandstone boulders. You're being sneaky right now and watching the video on your old phone, but chatting on your current phone. Okay. You know, sometimes you just have to wrestle technology into your own submission, I think. I have been known to listen to a stream on my phone and watch it on my TV. What do we have? Tools? Let's just see. Shovel and an axe. So exciting. Wow, the copper is real today. I did save one, yes. I don't know if we want to dig around and see if there's more stuff. It would give us gravel, which we probably need. Sometimes the ruins, your leg is feeling better. Still a little swollen. Okay, I'm glad it's feeling a little better. Sometimes around the ruins, the little pots can be buried 1 block deep. I mean, I realize we already found one. But you could also find cobblestone. Like if the building looks like it goes a little bit deeper. And gravel is going to be an ingredient for some stuff I want to craft at some point. So we might as well grab a little bit while we're out and about. While we're oot and about. Okay, well we've almost circumnavigated the... I do have gravity turned on, but only for sand and gravel. So we shouldn't have too terrible cave-in risk places. Okay, well that was like not very exciting. I don't see any staircases. That's what I'm looking for. Staircases down, like 1 stair down, or any place where it looks like the cobble continues underneath. You know, just like the little pocket of goodies we found under that ruin next to us. No, I think we're not going to find anything here. But that does give us a tiny bit of gravel to work with. Okay, I'm going to eat these berries. Just for snackages. We might be spending the night out in the wilds. I would like us to get as much copper as we can carry, basically. Because that'll save us some effort down the way. We could probably use some sand, too. Okay, I'll mark these, grab those. And that's probably good enough. I don't need to mark it. Like those 2 little nodes should run into each other. And here we're entering kind of the scrub, which also makes copper easier to find. But if we did not have animals on don't poke me till I poke you settings, this would be prime wolf territory. What do we have? Oh, quartz bits. Let's, we have plenty of quartz at base, but this will get us started so we can make a couple of lighting sources early without having to dig. That's more, is this more quartz? Yeah. More quartz. I'll mark some of these. Wow, there must be a metric ton of quartz under here. This is great. It's the clear quartz that lets you make a lantern without having to make glass and stuff. Or I'm sorry, we need to make glass with the quartz. Yeah, 25 is good. And let's pick up all this. We are going to have a stack of copper bits, which for us would be 4 stacks in vanilla. Which is crazy talk for this early. So our spawn was good, despite being the weird deserty places I don't particularly like. Or not to live in anyway. Oh, look. Okay, orange lupine. I'll have to remember that that's another one. I'll have to remember that the lupine out here is multicolored. Oh, look what we found. It's our trader friend. Oh, some more quartz bits. Wow. Has Winnie turned the settings up so high she doesn't need to go mining? Like, it's a possibility. Hello, sir. Oh, we've already met you. Oh, Optal, how's it going? What do you have today? It's going to recycle in 4 days. Oh, it's new. All kinds of things. Silver bracelets. A little red carpet. Oh, this is what I was talking about. A resonator. To play that tube, we would need a resonator. But we should find one of these eventually. Oh, and here's the Forlorn Hope helm. I don't necessarily need armor, but I will collect these over time and restore them so that we have them in our collection. An ornate spear does 4 HP. That's not bad. An elk medallion. More fancy. That's cool. I didn't realize we have the Better Traders mod. I didn't realize they sold you resonators. Okay, and they will buy... This is our luxuries merchant. He will buy peridot and things from our panning. They'll also buy golden treasure chests. That's cool. But I tend to keep all those when we find them. Apparently, Super Winnie's going to get all the quartz first. I mean, you're not wrong. Okay, the other thing I realized yesterday is that I was wandering around at night without a torch in my hand. And it was very dark on camera. So I think we're just gonna spend the evening gathering more. Okay, here's another crazy big copper. I'm gonna mark this one as huge. And so we'll just come right to the ones that are enormous. Oh, we stack higher than 256? What? How high? Oh, copper normally stacks to 128. Holy Toledo. Okay, where have we not gone? Let's go. Let's go look at all this shenanigans up here in the corner. Is this our original spawn ruin? We might have been through here already. What is that? Why is there a gravestone out in the middle of the desert? That's creepy. Is that a thing? There's a chest under it? What? Rawhide. What? What? Some horsetail poultice and a ruined stiletto. Well, that's a better weapon than our... Is that actually... Like, do you actually do damage? Yeah, attack power. 30 durability, which is not a whole lot. Okay, maybe we'll leave that. Can I set you down, maybe? Yeah. Oh, it's like a dagger. That's cool. Does that mean you're a knife? Hold on. Oh, you are a knife. Okay, we'll keep you. Like, you have no durability, but fun. Okay, more crazy copper. I feel like my turn up all the darkness mod is not, the settings aren't. Hold on, let's look. Oh, yes. Let's try, like, streaming levels. There we go. Possibly. Something like that? Yeah, that's better. Less pitch black craziness. Now, you know, like, we found that grave right here. And suddenly there's a hole in the ground. Oh! Well, there's some of the copper we're looking for. Mark that for sure. Don't even have to dig down. Don't even have to dig down. Okay, I was headed over towards something, which I can no longer see. Oh, yeah, over here. Ooh. What's down there? That's flint. So the crouching on the edge of stuff is not as safe in this game as it is in the other block game that we know and love. Oh, I really like... How are we doing on space? I'm taking orange lupine because it's so cool. Like, the purple is great. I'm sure we have some near us. It's the orange and the red that's so rare. I hear water. Oh, there's more copper. Maybe it's just wind? Who knows? Okay, yeah, we're headed this way. Mostly I wanted to check out this little arch ruin, which we completely ignored when we spawned in over here. Because I was looking for flint and sticks and all the things. Oh, another little... See, I can't help but hop in the holes. Why do you think I have monsters turned off? So I can just come down and look and see, because I'm nosy. More copper that I don't have to dig to. Oh, and I didn't even look to see what quality. Hold on. So ores have quality. This is medium. That's fine. That'll do. There's poor, medium, rich, and bountiful. Okay, this is cool. It's just like an arch thing. No exciting stuff around it. Nice. I believe over here in these ruins there were some vessels that we did not grab that we would probably find useful now. Wow, this is another huge one. Let us mark it. You like how I capitalize huge? Huge, as if somehow I'm gonna miss that I've written it's huge. Oh, we should probably make a skep and work on our bees. We have so much... I didn't even know we're gonna have to come mining for copper until we get to the Bronze Age. Like... Might have overdone the spawn rates. Am I gonna complain? No. Hi, Bunny. Look, he's Bunny Rabbit. Hi, Bunny. Yeah, like there is... I don't know that there's tons of stuff under here, but it's worth taking a peek. Like to see if there's a second. It's usually like a wooden roof is usually a sign that there's more stuff down below. But I can't tell. I will take your aged wooden planks because they're cool. We'll try not to bury ourselves. Okay, there's some dirt. See, like there's cobblestone there. It's interesting. Let's go to the other side. Was there stuff we left in here? Yes. Oh, brass torch holders. Thank you. How did I miss that? A table? I must have been in a hurry. I think I was looking at all the roofing and being like, I don't need roofing. This is a cool scribe's table. It does have accessories. But we will take it with us because Vintage Story has one of my favorite decorating styles, and that is early garage sale. Early ruin is a style. Okay, but don't pick up the blocks that have funky squares. If we want the... Someday we'll come back for all the fancy shingles, but I'm not really fussed right now about that. Mostly I just want a handful of the dark aged wood. I'm so glad we got the extra tools. They have come in handy here. Dun, dun. I think I need to put some dirt on my hotbar so that I can get out of tight spaces. Yeah, see, ruin diving. This is my jam. Because the loot is real. Building materials. It's got a lot of the dry stone I want to work into the kitchen here. We'll come raid these when we're ready for that. Oop, wrong button. There we go. Hop over here and grab this. Oh, one more escaped me. Come to me. Good. Okay, so this was the down from that. Thanks. And these are actually aged beams. I don't know if you can... Can I break you? I can. I think you have to break the ends. No, I gotta be pointed at it. Where we aged? Nope. They're hard to grab a hold of. Let's see. Oh, that was a support beam. Nice. Cobblestone. I can't quite. Oh. No, I saw it for a second. There it is. Slanted cream ceramic roofing. Oh, I wouldn't mind a trapdoor. I should be looking for one of those. And why can't I see this apartment? There it is. We don't have a saw, so we can't make these yet. And they're very useful. I'm pretty. Nope. Where are you? Very tricksy to grab, though. Oh. There you are. There you are. I got you. Good, we got 35 of them. That's amazing. Gravestone. That's cool. Oh my god, there's so much stuff in here. Is the sun up? No, not quite. I don't know that we'll really find... I mean, there might be a chest or something down in the... I'm not sure it's worth digging out everything. Other than the obvious. We'll do a little round about the outside. Just so we aren't missing like an obvious jar. Oh, nope. Or bony soil. That's the other thing I'm interested in. Gravel's cool, but we have plenty of copper. We don't really need gravel. I will grab these aged blocks, though. In terms of ruins, this is not terribly exciting. Like, this particular one doesn't have a whole lot of, like, goodies. Oh, we do want to take the aged crates. We'll take the carrot seed and break these. What happened to getting all the copper? I know, I got distracted. I still have inventory. I do. I swear. I want to get these crates, though. The ones that are functional. And I know we left stuff in chests, like here, this painting. And another tuning cylinder. Like, do I need the tuning cylinder? Probably not, but I'm going to take it anyway. Okay, this one's empty. Let's take it. Nice. And this one has hematite in it. This has iron in it, which I think we have room for. Barely. Okay, we're completely full up. Let's say I don't need healing poultices. And that chest is empty. And we have fancy knives. We don't need the flint knife. I will keep the spear. You know what? Nope. It's just a piece of flint. We don't need that. Okay. Our inventory is officially cleared again. Ready to rock and roll? Yeah, so here are stairs down, but to nothing exciting. And are you empty? Yeah, let's do one more crate. The crates are super handy for our bulk items until we can afford to make them ourselves. Also, I need to remember to look at walls for torch holders. I've been looking down at the ground at my feet. I love that, like, the wind's blowing and it's in our face, and occasionally my character will hold their hand above their eyes like they're blocking the wind. It's pretty cool. Okay. Yeah, see, there. Alright, we don't need anything in there. What was in here? Oh my. Oh, a hat. A blanket. A warm robe. What are we wearing? A commoner coat. Let's definitely take that. Once we repair it, I mean, it's the same temperature protection, but it's cute. Okay, straw hat, we can make those. It's pretty easy to make. And that's fire clay, and we have that right near our base, so we're going to leave that. Those are aged wooden slabs. And I find it interesting. Let's, what's up there? Just an empty attic? Yes, just an empty attic. That's fine. Okay, apparently we're taking the slabs. Because aged. Now, if we found a blueprint for woodworking from the Better Ruins mod, we would be able to make the aged wood stuff. But for now, Okay, is there anything like the leather is fantastic. I frankly am not much of a huntress. Notice my pit traps. Okay, I think that's like... I feel like we kind of cruised through most of this. Yeah. Maybe the only one we didn't go to was this one. Let's take a peek in here. Okay, more logs. Ooh. Goes down. That's... Is there something under here? Or you just have weird... We're just digging through the ruin. I think we're just digging through the ruin. Okay, that's fine. Give me all your wood. It's like 2 floors collapsed on each other. I mean, there might be a chest hiding down here. It's great. It's a good amount of... the wood. Ouch! See what I mean about the cave-ins? You gotta be careful. A little bit. It's a fair amount of log or planks. I don't think I realized there would be this much in here. I tend to make my animal pens out of the aged stuff. Like if we get enough, I'll make the barn out of it. Because we'll need a barn for our animals. Yeah, I am a loot goblin. This is not new information. I can't wait to start the FTB evolutions. Because I think I'm going to do my usual, like, start by looting everything. Like, just run around for a long time. I wish I could target the ends of these. Oh. I might come back off camera and get the rest of the support beams. Is there anything, like, did we go in there? Is that where I was digging? Yes, that's where you were digging, Winnie. And no torch holders. I'm just checking. There's probably stuff, like, there's a staircase that goes down. With a dangerous amount of gravel over it. But the question is, like, is there anything under there? Or is it just collapsed logs? I think it's just... Yeah, I think this particular city ruin is all about resources for building and less about actual loot. Which, you know, not going to complain. We'll go to our axe breaks. Okay, that's a good sign. Let's make another one real quick. Making the axe. I keep leaning. I'm leaning to my left. I don't know what my deal is today. I feel like I need to look around things. Okay, I think we'll call that good. Got all the looty stuff out of here. Nice. Bunny. That's good, that's good. I'll come back and get more beams. I don't think I missed anything big. The ruined lantern is cool. Aged wooden fences are kind of awesome. But we don't have the inventory space for it. Okay, back to copper for a hot minute. Running. We'll kind of go south across the windy gravel plains. There we go. I'll mark these and grab the rest of them. It just, like, this is just a ridiculous amount of copper. Which is good, because we're going to go home and make all the things today. Make an anvil. Oh, I need charcoal or coal, though. That would have been good. Let's see. I just want to peek down here. There is copper, but it's poor. Is there anything this way? Wow, that surprisingly goes far. A little water. And back up the other side. Okay, well, that was not as exciting as I was hoping it would be. What about this one? There's a hole in my desert, dear Liza. You know I'm looking for ruins, of course. That's pretty. And usually, like, not too far from the surface. Like, they would be... Because people would have to... Oh, we're hungry. Let's eat. Have our midnight... Middle of the darkness snack. Yeah, there's nothing that way. More copper. What are you? Medium. We'll mark you. Okay, I guess that's enough caves. Let's finish our copper and get back and make some things. Probably a charcoal pit. Dun, dun, dun. This is another huge one. Although the copper that we just saw was medium. Oh, and we marked it on there. It's fine. Any other little groups of heavily coppered areas? Lots of boulders out here if we needed blocks. But I don't really want to build in sandstone cobble. I want chert cobble if we're going to do cobble. And let's grab a couple more orange lupines, because they're so cool. Okay. Nicely, nicely. This is all copper. 400. That's 2,100 units of copper. That's 21 ingots worth. That's enough to make a complete set of tools and an anvil, which is great. Look at this raccoon just chilling in the desert. He looks so done with life. What's up, little buddy? Don't despair. Okay, and these are red lupines, which we... Oh, do we have room for? I'm going to leave one empty. One empty. Okay, let's head back to our home. And maybe we can stop and see... Nope, we already talked to the trader. Let's go south. Like wing around the... I say that. No, let's just go home. We have things to do. All the copper. Yes, we got all the copper. By trader, whose name I forget what it is. But you're cool. Oh, this is all the funky terraforming. That's okay. We have dirt. We're not scared. We have the power. I've jumped around tougher block game worlds than this. Is there anything? Oh, there's a goat in there. Bah. Okay. Home first because no inventory space. Exactly. I can't raid ruins. I mean, to be fair, I have the basket still on my back. That's 8 slots of inventory. Oh, here's our friend. Hi, Fozzie. What's up? How are you doing? He's grumpy today? My goodness. Apparently we interrupted his nap. Sorry. I'm a little reluctant to hop in the holes that are near the boiling water, because that seems like a bad idea. I'm just saying. They're probably warmer in winter. Okay, we're cruising now. Da-da-da. Da-da-da. Let's get this resin. We should, like the mod I have for some reason in my single player. Oh, pardon me, coughing fit. The mod I have in my single player, my pine trees are spawning with 2 resin spots on them. Like every single pine tree. Hi, chickens. So I'm hoping whatever is causing that will happen in this playthrough. And we'll get that bonus. I'm just looking in case we can see like ruiny looking stuff in the holes. Nothing. Nope. Nope. I have no inventory. Do not stop for trees, Winnie. Let's do stop for a berry snack. Just so we don't have to stop later for food. Ta-da! Up and over we go. Don't need this anymore. Look at our little... Oh, wow, it's just not that far, really. It's our little box over here waiting for us. Okay, there is slate right here. Let me mark that, because that'll be useful when I'm going, where do I quarry for slate? I know it's here somewhere. There we go. Whee! Oh, look, we might just have enough pocket room for a couple of turnips. Maybe? Possibly. Well, I guess we're going to get our basket off our back. And we'll put the weird stuff in it, like the decorative and our extra clothing. Okay, now I can get turnips. Give me all your seeds. And your actual turnip, because cooking. Okay, any more? Or up here? Any more little flashes of green? They're impossible to see in the winter. Nope. Oh, maybe right here. There's something. Yes. Onions. Yeah. Thank you, game. One more. Give me all the seeds. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. More seeds. More seeds. Because an onion, I think, is also, yeah, a 12-day growth cycle. That's fast. Oh, red clay. Let's mark that. Since it's so close. And it's in a hillside, which I don't mind tearing up, rather than our shoreline. I did also grab a stack of cactus tail seeds. It's not the right word. Roots? Yes. And expanded our garden a tiny bit by like one more row. So that when I did things like find more turnips and onions, we could slap them down. Nice. Okay, and I think that's... I'll just throw some carrots in that hole. I think it's a fully planted garden. I put more rye over here. These guys are good. They're so good. Let's water it while I'm thinking about it. Just to make it go fast. Time is of the essence in Vintage Story. We're already at phase 2 in our flax. It's amazing. We now have the leather we need to make pelts so we can make a winter jacket, which I'm very excited about. So we won't freeze to death this winter. Can't believe that gravestone out in the middle of nowhere. I'm gonna have to keep an eye out for those. If I explore more, I'll be torn about picking new stuff up and leaving stuff behind eventually. Exactly. I'm kind of I tend to radiate out from the base. Like, I'll pick different directions each time so that we're not too far away at any given point. I also have a mod called the Essentials on here. And you know how modded Minecraft lets you slash home? I have slash home in Vintage Story because I'm such a loot goblin. And we won't use it in most cases, but if we are really far out and my pockets are insane, we're going to slash home, empty pockets, and slash back to get more stuff. Because I like that. I'm all about the building and the decoration and the fun things that we can do. Like this wall needs to be a cobblestone wall. Yeah, not today. Not today. Garden, do your thing. Let's see how we're progressing on. Yes, we're good. Okay. Crucibles are done. For some reason, now craving carrots and turnips, right? There's something about this game that not only does it make me hungry on the regular, but I get... Okay, we don't have windows yet, so let's just put these here. Nope, can I have you? Eventually, these will only be for storing food, but I find, like, making them out of clay makes them, the early game storage, like, great. Okay, we're going to put all of our metals, probably in this one. Let's see. So, like, quartz, the copper, the metal hunks, the iron. That's good. The middle one can be decorations. Torch holders, aged crates. I'm going to go ahead and put the aged wood and beams in there because that's like building. And this is kind of our organics. Like stuff that's not food but grows. Right? And then you can be, give me that. You can be dirt. Dirt. Let's say it again. Dirt. Your organics. I still have one carrot seed. Will you go next to that? No, of course not. Will you go there? Thank you. And let's put our victuals away here. Turnips. Lovely. Almost have enough for more good foods. Oh, will that work? Yeah, that should work. Resin. Did we already pick up resin? I feel like I put resin somewhere. Okay, we're gonna get our other basket down. Okay, that's decorative, which should go in our middle one. Nope. Decorations and clothing and like items that we've looted, right? And then you get the metal. I'll put the resin in with the metal because it's kind of precious. It's precious items. It's precious. And then rope should go in here. We're going to plant these, so we're going to stick rope in there. And then a crucibles is going to be part of our metalworking. So for now, y'all can sit right there. Okay, the only thing we're missing is charcoal, which means tons of trees, which means we need to go do some deforestation. Oh, we have some trees growing. Oh, let's see if the pine trees came with resin like they did in my single player. I don't know if it was a weird world gen quirk. I think it was. Yeah, that's too bad. That bug was amazing. It was pre 1.20.12. Huh. Okay, that's sad. That's okay, because we will cut these down so we can make a charcoal pit. Oh, for shears. You know, I haven't even seen if we have... We have copper, tin, black. Okay, yeah, no, there's no flint shears. That would be amazing. Yeah, the carrots and turnips made me hungry. Some of the stews sound amazing. Some of them I'm like I'll put parsnips and cabbage on my porridge in here, and I'll be like, nope, thanks. It's not something I'd want to eat, but you know, in game, no problem. I'm never gonna turn down a free meal in Vintage Story. Yeah, I think we're gonna... And our trees grew fast. Let's say May 8th. I think we planted them on the 5th or 6th. So they grew in 3 days, which is very reasonable. You know, Minecraft, they'll grow in a day. But here, the normal time is like kind of realistic time. And nobody's got time for that. I don't have time to wait on trees. I think if you were on a server and just kind of piddling around and hanging out with your friends and doing stuff slowly over time, it would be different. But for me in particular, it's streaming. My time is already limited, this being a second job. I used to belong to a server that was just called People with Jobs. And they always had a variety of different games. I think primarily like Ark stuff, like Ark and Conan. But it was great. The settings were not ridiculous, but they were nice and speedy and easy to get stuff done because, you know, who's got time to wait around and set an alarm every 6 hours to feed a dino? No one ever. We have 5 seeds from these. I'm really interested in the sticks because we're going to be... Like, you never stop firing things, and the sticks are kind of the... And as we get into making things, sticks become part of every recipe. Once we have shears, this will be so much faster. Kirk! Good morning, sunshine. How are you this morning? How are the 2 dogs? The new dog. I can't believe you got another dog. What happened? Was he just irresistible? It was just irresistible to get Louie a friend, I'm sure. This is what happened to physics. She had Lucy, and then was like, Lucy needs a friend, and so suddenly there was Waffles. I'm punching leaves to get sticks. Like you do. God, these trees are tall. Oh, I miss my shears. We'll have some soon. As soon as I make a charcoal pit, and then we can fire. Because I would go down and dig coal, but we don't have a pickaxe yet. So we need to melt our... We need to melt our current copper. In order to melt it, though, we don't have anything that'll get the temperature high enough. So we need charcoal, which means we need to make a charcoal pit. I think we'll call that good. We got 14 seeds from that. That's excellent. Okay, choppy choppy. Here we go. Might have to make quite a few axes. Squall's here. The whole gang is here this morning. I love it. So here's what happened. Like, I normally don't stream on a Saturday, but I had so much fun yesterday in this stream for Vintage Story that I was like, I wanted to play it this morning. And I was thinking about it last night. I'm like, you know what? This is what physics keeps telling me. She's like, if you're going to play it anyway, just turn on streaming. I was like, huh, that's a good idea. So it might be a little shorter today, but I still got like maybe another hour. Like, if I'm just going to derp around a Vintage Story and play, I might as well stream it and share it because it's fun. Okay, I'm going to move our forest a little further afield because I have a feeling I want to build here eventually. What are these? Birch saplings. Okay, and I do want a bunch of pine trees so that I think we can plant them on gravel. Yep. I'm just going to willy-nilly plant them. Like, they'll be close and crazy, but we don't really care about seeds because I have that seed mod. So they can be willy-nilly close and crazy. And up and down on a hill. What are you? Another birch sapling. Good. Have some pine tree friends. So we have a billion of them. And one day we'll look up and look out here and be like, dang. We made a forest. Oh. I missed a turnip. Thank you. Look at all this. Okay, I'm out. I will plunk down a couple maple seeds too. Up here on the hills. Maybe in the gravel. Yeah, perfect. I mean, technically if you tried to grow a tree in gravel, you wouldn't have much luck in the real world, but that's okay. And because we need trees, period, no matter what, let's cut all these down. I think we might, we're gonna have to look at the template. The color palette. Like what chert and sandstone blocks look like. I think we're gonna end up building with oak mostly for trees, unless I can get south. And get some redwood. Maybe we'll save that for next stream. Get geared up and go south on a little adventure. Okay, that's 2 more pine trees. I'm just gonna slap them out here in this field. Although I don't want trees to interfere with building and planning, so chances are barns and stuff are gonna go out there. So let's stick them over here with the rest of the trees. Like maybe along this crest. There we go. Anything else? No. Okay, a place for our cattails temporarily. That does not interfere in our farm. I think we're just going to do it. Well, we have a little bitty pond here. I don't think I realized how much water we have over here. Let's make these guys maybe just on top of here for now. Like, I don't want to move the house here. This is my problem, is I think where we put the house is not quite big enough. And I might do that off camera. Like shift it over here. I don't know. Or expand on where it is. Oh, let's use our cheap knife first for grass. Because I don't want to have to dig up the cattails twice. And I don't want to put them in water because you don't have to. It makes them easier to harvest when they're on land. Especially if we wait and not do it till the winter. Okay, I think... yeah. I don't want to put them up here. I want them where? Maybe right here for now. So if I cleared this a tiny bit. And we said cattails are going to live here. Because I got exactly 64. And I think that means if we plant them in a 4 wide area and 16 long, they'll be a nice little rectangle. And this feels like a great place to do that. Okay. Got the cool working hard music happening here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Does that get us all the way? Yeah, we can always. Oh, goodness. Well, all the grass has to be gone. My bad. Almost got that grass out of there. Gotta shave it down to the ground, apparently. We got 20 left, 5 more rows. It's hard to target the actual grass block sometimes. There we go. Ta-da! Cattails planted. Yay! Louie is mad at you, Kirk? Oh no. Okay, hold on. I'll have a sip of tea. Ah. I'll save our turnip seeds there. Okay, that was a surprisingly small amount of wood. How are we doing on wood? I have 74 oak logs. And a ton of maple. And we're not, I've saved just enough oak logs. Let's see. Blue clay, red clay. This is a good start on a fire pit, maybe? Let's make a couple axes. And we might sleep real quick and then head to the woods. Let's see how much this makes. The other consideration is it actually takes a day for the charcoal to be made. So we might just make a little one. 1, 2, 3 should do us. How much wood does a stack get us? 2. Yeah, we need like about 4 times that. And I'm kind of not. I don't want to use all my oak. There we go. So let's pick where we're going to make the fire pit. And do I have enough blocks? I do. Smart thing to do is put it away from the house, but it can just go right here. We'll move it. Like, this will be a temporary location. Because I think I want to make one big enough to serve our needs here until we get a pickaxe. So we're just going to make a 3 wide by 1 block tall. So, do I want to sink it into the ground? Probably. So there's the floor of it. Yep. And a wall. And I can put a torch in my hand so you could see. Like so. And we only have to fill it up 1 high, and then we'll leave the middle block open. And then cap it off with that one. So it goes like this. I don't know, we might have enough for a single layered one. Oop, give me that. Oh, we do. I think, yeah, we totally do. Nice, let's just do this. Right? Won't be a ton, but it'll be enough. I did fill the whole thing up, right? Yep. Okay, and then you just build a... No, we don't stack those. Give me those. We build a fire, Winnie. On top, and then light it. Like so. Charcoal pit, that's a good sign. And then we cover it. And if it's got black smoke, which it does, it means it's working. So it's warming up. And because I surrounded it with the non-flammable blocks, we won't set our fields on fire. Which is good. I will trim some of the grass away. Because it just makes me nervous to have long, dry grass around our charcoal pit. That's good. So at some point tomorrow, like around noon-ish, we should have charcoal we can use to melt our copper and make some tools. Very exciting. I should probably leave stairs so I can get in and out of here. Nice. Okay. Now I have a ton of firewood. Let's just stack that up here. That might be too close to the pit kilns. Up on the ledge is okay. Because they're at a flammable range, but down near the pit kiln, like within 1 block of the pit kiln, is just a recipe for disaster. Disaster! You have a bunch of medium fertility soil. Nice. Okay. That is good. Those will light. We'll start. It would help if I pointed at the campfire and not the log next to me. Ah, okay. Next step in our getting ready for winter is we need to have crock pots. Crocks to store food in. So we'll do some clay working by the fire tonight while we wait on our charcoal. Why is Louie mad at you, Kirk? I'm nosy. Is he pouting because of the new dog, maybe? He'll get over it. It'll be his... They will literally be... Like, give him a week, they'll be best friends. I am sure of it. Alright, the Crocs are the cutest. Let's make some more. Boop, 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 boop. Yes. Oh, yeah. Okay, it is the new dog. Yeah, that could be it. Animals are really good about responding the way you respond. So I'm sure you being positive about the new edition is really the key. Look, Louie, it's your new best friend. Y'all gonna be best buds. I'm sure Louie might be skeptical right now, but... How many did that take? Okay, let's fire these little jobberdoos. I should put one of those torch holders out here so we can see. Let's do that. These are brass. They're fancy. In fact, I'm going to leave the brass ones inside and put the plain ones outside. Ta-da! I love the brass ones for indoor. They're rare. It would help to put torches in the ones inside, Winnie. There we go. Nice. Ah, see? Now we can see. Stick, stick. Stick, stick. And we have all this firewood. Could also use firewood on the pit kilns. Oop, wrong button. Got some Crocs firing. Nice. Okay, the other thing I said I wanted to work on today was digging out the basement. What do we have in here? But I think what I really want to do is try to add a little bit more square footage to our house. I think workshop is going to end up going this direction. What I may do is the smithy and workshop area might end up being over here because it's much easier to move than the house. And so this would become more potential space for the casa. But in the meantime, we could go this direction with no issues at all. So let's do a little bit of... let's see, but I still want to be able to get down to the garden. But where should that happen? Maybe here. Stair, stair, stair. So all of this could be filled in. Maybe that kind of slopes down. I like the idea of us being up. Especially in preparation for Monsterville at some point. Just do a little terraforming so it doesn't look quite so stark. And we don't care about the quality of the soil over here. Now you see why I get so crazy about digging up the dirt. Because it becomes very useful. It's a good thing I played a lot of the other block game. How far out can we come? This is 5. I'd like all the rooms to be 5 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 puts us... Okay, so maybe we don't do that. Maybe we come long this way. And make our 3 wide extend that direction. So that we end up with... Let me get some of the fancy mud that we've been using here. So if we come out... How long were these? 5 on the inside, so 7 total. So 1, 2, 3, plus a log, plus 1, 2, 3, plus a log. That wouldn't be bad. And then this one could be 5, or even doubled. Like this could be just a bigger room. Like this might be the kitchen. Yeah, yeah. Do I have some maple for now? Yeah, yeah. One, 2, 3. Nope. 1, 2, 3, and then that. Like so. It is going to be much easier in the long run if we stick to a grid while we're building. Like a predictable pattern. Because then everything becomes just super easy to, like, it makes it easier on us to roof and do everything else. I think that's pretty good. And maybe this section is lower than that. Trying to build with the landscape. So if this were 1 block lower and there was a little stairway to get down into here. Right? Do we want it all up there? I feel like down might be nice. What does that look like? I don't know. Let's make another shovel. I go through shovels. Offset 5 might be interesting. Yeah. Oh, yeah. It is, but they're tough to roof. Although the roofing is good in this game. I see what you're saying. Like, do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then this room would be 5 by 7. Or, yeah, 5 by 7. And then it could be its own little peak. That's not a bad idea, actually. Chibi, I think you're onto something. I think you're onto something. Especially for the scale of this. I don't want this to turn into too much of a main house yet. Although we might just end up doing that. Okay, so then we end up with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And our divider. And then this could be a little back door. And then the question is, do we still lower it a block? I don't know. I think the floor might be lowered. Like, I think we might... make this the floor. which means technically it would be 1 block down. I put down, oh look, my farming is still there. So if we put the floor in here like this, and remember all this will get replaced with much fancier, nicer stuff. Let's go ahead and I'm gonna make most of that rammed earth. What's funny is in my single player, I built everything was outlined with rammed earth. Like that's what I started with. And then you end up with lots of rammed earth in the end. Yeah, because then we could still have... There could still be windows. Oh, I should probably put a... There we go. That would make a nice starter kitchen, really. And we could shift this door. We want to be able to go all the directions. Is the problem. Maybe our garden access is right out the kitchen door. Maybe out this way. And the only way to get out of this one is over towards the workbench. So that this becomes a usable enclosed space, right? Yeah. And I feel like... Yeah, we'll just, like, step down into this area. And that way we're kind of following the land. Like, I want to kind of work with the existing terrain. Like, all this will be covered in grass and you won't know the difference eventually, but... Like, by the time we come back for the next stream, you won't be able to tell that was all hand-built. And we really should make these... the brick-looking blocks for now. And this way I can put a cellar under here. That's really all I was going for, is I wanted to work on the basement, but there's no practical way to get down a staircase there. And I was kind of hoping that I could do a little like corner stair thing here that wouldn't take up too much real estate and still get us down enough blocks to make a cellar. Because I want stairs. I used to have them. I was going to do a second floor on the part that I could keep the second. So I could keep the second part 1 floor. Yes, I want one part to be 1 story only, so that we have a good roof lines. And we want to put a second story on the other section. Just to keep it like so it'll look interesting. It's so boring right now. That's like, it's gonna change. It is gonna change. It's coming together. One little piece at a time. I was watching somebody build. And they were super slow and super patient. And I'm like, oh my god, could you just finish your project, please? You're killing me. But this will get us down it, because we're gonna have to have a door to make a sealed storage space. And that should be enough room to like come down into the kitchen, and then there's stairs that go off into this corner. And probably some kind of like storage or divider thing, whatever, so that it's not intrusive. So that we can use these as walls to put stuff on. Like cabinety, whatever's. Like, so our big stove might be here. And storage back here, a little table and whatnot. And eventually, you know, we'll start with cozy. And we can get crazy later. Crazy big house later. So yeah, something like this would be perfect. How far can we go down without a pickaxe? Pretty good, pretty good. We made it down to bedrock. That's a good level to do a cellar. And if we use though, there we go. Came all the way down to the rock. Don't have to be too far. I like having a double ceiling though. I like the floor of the space above me to not be the ceiling of the space below. Like I will fill it in with other blocks, but we'll dig it out so that we know where our boundaries are. Because I think we can keep a cellar as any room 7 by 7 or smaller. And I think it's 7 by 7 by 7. That is sealed from the outside, either with a door or a trap door. And we can, like, so this might become the hallway. And we would step down into the cellar here. Oh, look, there's native copper right under the base. Perfect. And how big is our floor up here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ta-da! We'll have a pickaxe soon. And we put walls in. Something like that. They'll be fancier later. It's all just dirt. It's the best part. So until we have access to cobblestone, then most of our basements will be some kind of cobble or aged stone. Okay, there we go. That's our plan for those. It's a new day. Let me chuck these back in here. And I have managed to dig up some of our pretty flowers. Put those back. So see, that moisture is already down again. Grow faster, little things. Especially the flax. Flax takes like 9 growth cycles. Takes forever. Like, we'll get 1 good flax harvest out of this summer. Hopefully it won't be too hot for it. The rye. What's our... Rainfall is very common. Although we haven't seen any yet. I'm a little... It never rained in my single player. I don't know what was happening. Water the garden. Like we do on a beautiful Saturday morning. You already did all y'all. Let's go back this way. Yep. Oh, here we go. The rye. I'm Speedy Gonzalez about the gardens. Because this first harvest is so important. We can probably get another harvest of carrots and turnips before the winter. But this is our winter food. Like, this is what we're going to have to live on. So it's got to grow. It's got to grow. Oh, should we check our hen trap too? I need to check the fish traps real quick. Which I forget where they are down here. I should probably move them over to the other pond. Oh, look, all the fishies. Come to me. Good for 2 days. And I've been collecting the shells. I usually just put the shells on the shoreline because I won't grind them up into lime until I have enough to worry about grinding. Okay, let's put these in our not yet fresh cellar. 2 days, 1 day. If we combine you, do I get 2 days out of you? I do. Okay, y'all are gonna get, we gotta do something with you. Can't make the smoker yet. We might just cook the fish. We'll see what we get tonight. In the fishes. Was that? No, that was not an axe. Oh well. We're about to go chop down a bunch of trees. But I needed a shovel. A shovel. Like so. And like so. And let's turn our dirt back into stackable dirt. And you can just live in there for a second. And let's go deforest a forest. Real quick. Maybe we can find some more oak back over this hill. I also need to get a bunch more peat. Hi, Fox. Whoa, that's a big hole. You get good at jumping over holes when you're running around in this story. Jeez Louise. Okay. And since we have a maple forest going... Oh, I should have gotten food. Okay, it's fine. We'll get food soon. Maybe there'll be some berries out here we can nosh on. Okay, there were no maple saplings with that? Really? Rude. It's at moments like this where I'm very glad that I have sped up the tool. Oh, that looks hilarious now. The tool speed. Oh, look, Lily of the Valley. Oh no, is YouTube crashing on you? I'm sorry, that sucks. We did get a maple seed. I was like, surely we get a seed or two. The other thing I really appreciate is that it went ahead and used the durability of the next axe in my inventory instead of stopping cutting the tree. That is one of my favorite things. No seed from that one either. Wacky. More fancy soil. High fertility for the win. Can you give me my... Get out of my soil. Bushes. Birch bushes. Okay. Be sure to dig the whole chunk out here. Not just because we need more dirt for our rammed earth projects. Beautiful. Why, yes, you can just cut down an entire forest. Wow, the temporal stability back here is terrible. Oh, here's a beautiful oak. Okay, I think I have plenty of acorns, but we'll just break a couple of leaves. Make sure we get a couple acorns out of this. I don't know. Yeah, 3 axes should be enough durability for this. Here we go. The big chop. This should be a stack and a half of wood. And I think I maybe want to make a couple of chert cobblestones so we can look at the colors. And then we'll probably be at wrapping up point. Wow. Big tree. There it goes. Yes! Give me all the things. So much wood. That's what she said. Since that's the only oak tree we chopped down, 2.5 stacks. Holy Toledo. Well, that more than makes up for what I spent. So we're going to plant a whole bunch of oak trees back here. And probably further forward. Since I got some good acorns. Yeah, I know we're hungry. Okay. Do we have any berries out here? Nope. Not a berry in sight. And I need clay too. Okay, we'll come right back for clay. Let's go eat. Oh wait, I meant to mark that. 1 second. Boom. Okay. We need all the clay. I might do that off camera. I'll try not to spend more than a day or two of our months doing chores. Wow, my oboe is very upset at me. I know we're eating. A little more rye porridge. Should we have 2? Oh yeah, all the way to max. And we still have 0.1 servings. Okay, so we will need to cook again. But we'll probably do that later. And let's put our oak away. Yeah, 200 oak logs. That's great. Got a little maple. Got a little bit more high fertility soil, so when we do our real gardens, they'll be excellent. And a bunch of wild vines, which is wonderful. Good decorating. What else? Some birch seeds, and still have an axe left. Okay, let's go get some clay real quick, because I keep talking about it. And in fact, let's do another shovel. One shovel. Okay. Something about harvesting. Deimos, how goes? Yes, that was an enormous tree. And I realized that those only grow during World Gen and don't ever come back. Like, you can't grow them. You can grow the kind of medium versions of those. But worth it. So I can do some building with resources. It was hidden back in the woods anyway. If it had been like a prominent feature of where our house was, I would never have touched it. But it's too I didn't realize how unstable it was back in the woods. Too unstable to build back there. It's something when I was looking for a place to build in my single player, like I picked a seed out because I was very excited about the 1.20 update and started a new world. And picked out a place and it was great. And then I like logged in to build and realized that the temporal stability was horrific there. So I had to pick another place to build. I was very sad. It was kind of similar to this. But I ended up in a nice place. Kind of a little higher up on a hill than I normally would, which made building awkward. Like I have a lot of stairs going down to other things. Like long stairs down to the water, down to the tree farm. We went and got copper today. Massive amounts. Right now I'm just waiting on the charcoal kiln to be done with our charcoal so we could heat it up, make a pickaxe and a hammer, and possibly pour our anvil mold. I think I've cooked the anvil mold. I need to go check. I may not have cooked it yet. May not have fired it. I fired a bunch of other stuff. Oh, I can't wait for metal tools. Copper, and then bronze is not far away. We just need to do a little bit of hunting and pecking for some tin. Or bismuth and zinc. I love bismuth bronze because it's so pretty. But oh my god, complicated. I think if we stumble on it, we'll do that. But probably tin bronze is more in our future. All the clay. We're going to need a ton because there's actually a cool irrigation container from primitive survival that you make out of the storage vessels. But you have to put one in every water block in your farm. A lot of midnight clay processing. Mostly I want to get some of this done so that when I show up next stream with stuff done, you'll be like, oh yeah, I remember we got the resources for that. Okay, we'll just finish out this stack and call it a day. Or get close to it. 256 clay. There it is. Perfect. And we didn't make a hole close to base where it's gonna interfere. I need to come get Pete too. Do I have this marked? No, there we go. Yeah, we might move our eventual big house up on the hill. All the clay. I think I also have... Do I have Grateful on here? I don't know. Probably not. Let's eat the last of this. Nope, there's still 0% serving, but there's stuff in the bowl. That's hilarious. Okay, how's our pit kilns coming? Crocs are good. Charcoal. Are you done? No smoke. Oh, 5 layers of charcoal. Very exciting. Perfect perfect pit kiln is perfect. In fact, let's make another shovel because I have a feeling we will work our way through this. So to get the charcoal out, we get to shovel it. I might have enough wood just to do another set of this. No, we're just gonna get our pickaxe. There is a black coal deposit right under our base, which is crazy exciting. So much right under our base. Lead, quartz, chert, black coal, all kinds of things. Okay, I did fire the anvil. Nice. I have so much coal. Do you know the only thing I don't have is cobblestone to make a forge. That's it. Okay, what do we got in terms of... I think I have enough chert stone to make some chert cobble. Let's do that. Give me those. We only need 7 Oh, I don't know if we have enough. Oh, yeah. There we go. 1 forge coming up. Nice. Okay, and I actually think I'm going to do this down here. Since this is where all of our molds and things are. But for the first part, we want to take our crucible and put it in our fire pit. And we'll start with peat to get it hot. And where's my metal? Here. Let's do... Do I even have 12 things I want to make? Let's see. I have 4 ingots. That's 9. 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh, no, that's 25 units. But we could pour it and reheat it and pour it and reheat it. Or we could just make nails and strips. I think we'll just do ingots. So 9, 10, 11, 12. Should be good. $50. So that should be 12. Yes. 240. Can I give me that? There we go. Dun, dun, dun. So exciting. Put that away. Here's slate stone. Somehow you got put in my church stack. 1 extra cobble. You know what? You can hold... Nope. Coal should probably live in our metals chest for now. Okay, now we wait. We wait till the peat gets the copper up to 9... Or gets the fire pit up to 900 degrees. And then we switch over to charcoal. Because you don't want to waste your charcoal. And it should only take 6 pieces of coal to melt that copper. We'll see. Okay, 1 more piece of peat ought to get us up there. Boom. maybe 2. We want the crucible to be at 900, not just the fire. Yeah, that's good. And I'll put 7 in there. And as soon as it gets to burning that coal, that temperature should go up. And I babysit my metal heating because I don't trust myself. Do we think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7? That's not quite enough to fill that again, but it's close. Very close. Okay, there we go. Copper needs to be, what, smelting temperature 1084. So it should start progressing when we hit that. Yay! We got to the copper age today. I'm very excited. Or we're about to. You can go back in there. And y'all can go back in there. What else do we have? Yeah, another 15 units we can break down. And we will, because they're poor chunks, not anything exciting. There it goes. We'll see. I keep being torn between 7 and 8 pieces of coal to get copper processed, especially 12 ingots. Maybe even 9, depending on the day. Don't know. Haven't figured out the actual. Sometimes it feels like it does it faster. And sometimes I feel like it uses twice as much coal. I wonder if it has anything to do with the ambient temperature outside. Oh, tongs! God, thank you. See, this is, that's why you're here to help. That's good. I do have rope. Are there something like that? Nope. What are they? You. Oh, just 2 lines of 6 with the tongs. Very similar to the raft. Yep, need tongs in our offhand because they magically prevent us from burning ourselves on 1200 degree crucibles of copper. Yeah, see, 3 left. I am gonna have to put that other piece in. Tongs, the tongs. Wooden tongs, even. It's my favorite part. It's like me forgetting to put a hammer in my offhand for chiseling all the time. Although I'm excited about this wooden hammer and flint chisel that I have from the early chiseling mod. It worked great. I did a little bit on the stairs. Tongs, that's how it's spelled, yes. Thong would be something entirely different. And not something I would need in order to pick up hot metal in most cases. For sure. And yes, I'm babysitting the copper. We've done a lot today. We went back and looted the original ruins we spawned in next to. We got a metric ton of copper from the flat sandlands, sandy, deserty area near spawn. We looted a teleporter near us. I do have, you know what, I'm gonna put one more coal in there just in case I'm not paying attention. That's underwear. Yes, it is. It is indeed. We're so close. We'll pour our anvil first. Pickaxe, hammer, ingot. And then I'll turn the ingot into nails and strips, which means we can make chests. We should be able to make 2 double chests with 4 nails and strips. That'll be really good. Jimmy says it all. The complete emoji explanation. Okay, it's May 9. It'll be May 10. We have 2 more days of May. Oh, is that going to be enough coal for it to get to the end? This is where sometimes the metal stuff makes me a little crazy. Like, that's not going to be enough to get to the end. I'm pretty confident. Because if that temperature drops and it misses it by a smidge, I'd much rather spend the extra coal than not get my copper melted or have the temperature drop. Come on. You've got to be done. Give me my glowing crucible. There it is. Very exciting. Our first metal. Okay, 9 go in here. It'll take it forever to cool. And I am under a roof, I'm pretty sure, just in case it rains. I am not. I will stick a block up there. Okay. Pickaxe. Hammer. 2 most important things. And an ingot. So I can make some nails and strips. And that's the end of it. I will stick a block over that. I thought I'd manage to pick that up, but no. We'll move the anvil itself will live right under the edge of that roof. Okay, so that's 1200 degree copper we don't want to touch. Same with our pick and hammer. And our crucible can go back. And it's after midnight. Let's take a little nap. Hopefully our bed will get us through to the dawn and all of our things should be cool by then. In just a few hours. Okay, there, the sun should be up. Pop out of bed at a nice, bright, and bushy-tailed. How are y'all doing? Good. Anvil's ready. Woo! Look at that. So exciting. There's our first copper ingot. Hammer and pickaxe. All we have to do is add 1 stick. And we are in business. Oh my goodness. Let me make a tool rack for some of our tools out here. And of course I have put them nowhere you can put them. Mostly I'm thinking about the tongs. So with a hammer in our hand, we can grab this other copper that's terrible and crush it down to nuggets of malachite. Yay. Can also use chisels. And we can use the forge to mold this ingot into nails and strips eventually. Pickaxe in hand. Copper age is official. Yay! We did it! Okay, I think that's all I have time for today, though. We made some serious progress today. We got our basement dug out. We made plans for the kitchen part of the build. We looted all the things. I find it hard to figure out how my character's staring at the camera. Can we sit down? Yes. Relaxing after a long day. We gathered some things and did some things and made a charcoal pit and got charcoal and all the good stuff. Anyway, thank you all very much for joining me this morning. I really appreciate it. If you did leave a like on your way out, that would be also very helpful to me. And I'll see you again next time. Probably not until next Friday for Vintage Story, but we will be back here streaming on Monday with FTB Evolutions, new Minecraft pack. So feel free to stop by. Same time, 9 a.m. Eastern. In the meantime, remember, you are all the shiny stuff that awesome is made of. Take care, everybody.